in every single argument. We got him now, though, Vic. Go ahead.
Charles Barkley joins us on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Chuck, very late notice, man. I appreciate you getting back to me. Did you happen to watch the First Take debate with Kendrick Perkins and J.J. Redick just now?
I did not. I got a life. No, I got a life. I don't sit around and watch television, brother.
Well, good, because you make your life in television, and that means that most people watch you. Should they not watch you?
No, that's different. That's different than watching games.
Yeah.
Than watching all that other silliness. Go ahead, brother. What's happening?
Well, here's the insinuation. Kendrick Perkins is making an insinuation that Joker's getting the MVPs because the voters like him, and the voters are mostly white. That's what he said. I mean, listen to this soundbite right here. Here's what he said in case you missed it.
We don't know, but we do know this. Since you do want to bring it up, we do know this, that when it comes to MVP voting, 80% of the voters are white American. 20% are others. I know that stat.
Stephen.
All right. Listen, I don't know what to do with that. What is your immediate response with that there, Charles?
Hey, man. I'm trying to work on my golf game. Y'all bringing me on radio to talk about stupid stuff? Come on, man. I'm working on my face. I'm trying to learn how to hit a cut and a hook today. I'm working out today on fades and hooks.
Okay.
You know what? That's asinine and silly. Asinine, silly, and stupid. Pick one of the words, whatever one you want. Hey, man, listen. Joker has won 2 MVPs, well deserved. Him, Giannis, and Joel are battling for the third one this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to go down to the wire. You know, one of the things that's silly about ESPN at times, they do this silly debate every year about the MVP. Going back to even when I played. The MVP is never, quote unquote, went. They did it a lot with LeBron, which makes me laugh too. The MVP, because Derrick Rose won it, he deserved it. Kevin Durant won it, he deserved it. And so it's a regular season award. It ain't who the best player is; it's who had the best regular season.
Yeah.
But every year, ESPN get these fools on radio and TV talk about who's the best player. Well, listen, Michael Jordan probably was the best player in the NBA for probably 5 years before he won an MVP because his team wasn't no good. So they have these silly things every year, and it's really just that's the silliness of these morning talk shows because, like I say, everybody in the NBA knew Michael Jordan was the best player for 5 years before he won MVP. Everybody know Kobe Bryant was a better player than Steve Nash, but the Suns had the best record in the NBA the years that Steve Nash. So one of the reasons Joker is the front runner or one, whoever was in competition with him, they had a better regular season record. He's been fantastic, but the notion that people are voting, first of all, you probably can count the white guys on one hand who won MVP. Yeah. Think about in the last 30 years, I'll just pull that out.
Sure.
Other than Joker twice, Steve Nash twice, how many white guys actually won MVP? I can't think of it right now, but
Dirk,
is there anybody else?
Yeah, Dirk had one right after Steve Nash.
Dirk Nowitzki. And by the way, Nash won 2 in a row. I don't think Nash deserved 2 in a row, personally. I don't think he did. He won 2 in a row, but I don't think he was the best player in the game 2 years in a row in the regular season.
It wasn't about the best player. It was the best who had the best regular season. Then the Phoenix Suns had the best record in the NBA those 2 years. And you reward winning when you're voting for that. Even though Shaq and Kobe might have been better players, what were their seedings? Yeah. So when Steve won back-to-back, I'm pretty sure the Suns had the best regular season record both of those years. But to get back, Vic, the point I was making, you name me 5 white guys who won MVP out of the last 30 years.
Okay, well then why in the hell's Perkins? What is going on here? Why are we going down this damn road? I mean, you know what? You know full well, Chuck, you were at All-Star Weekend. This dude, Joker, he don't even care about the award. He don't even care, man.
And and I'm pretty sure he don't give a damn about these idiots on TV talking about him either.
You're right.
If I know the Joker, what time is it in Denver right now?
10 a.m.
Well, he probably just getting out of bed. He got a good night's sleep. The Nuggets, you know, they won a tough game last night. Mike Malone probably should have gave him the day off and let him sleep in the day after that game.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm pretty sure he's not in for all this silliness. Hey, man, like I say, you can't tell me because the numbers don't make sense. Even if you want to do see. First of all, does he know how many voters there are who are white actually, or he just pulled 80% out of his ass?
Yeah, he did. He did because it's not 80%. It's not 80%. It's more like 68%.
Okay. But my point is, if only 5 white guys have won MVP in the last 30 years, that makes zero sense. His argument, 0 sense, because if that was the case, we'd have a lot more white MVPs if white guys or girls, ladies, excuse me, I don't want to leave them out. If they're only going to vote for white guys for MVP, wouldn't the numbers be like, instead of 6 out of the last 30, wouldn't the numbers be like way, way worse?
Yeah, you would think they would, Chuck. And we'll let you go here before too long. And I told Vic this morning, I'm like, we got to get Chuck back on before the playoffs begin. So we're gonna hold you to
y'all,
that.
hey, let me just tell you something. Y'all better not make me look bad. I got y'all picked coming out the West.
He's the only guy. He had the Nuggets as the #1 record in the West back in October.
And Chuck, we're sitting here right now. The Denver Nuggets. I mean, they're 46-19, 30-4 at home. So you're the only one who predicted that. We'll get you back on. We'll give you all the love, I promise. But last thing here. I mean, I just think Perk last week had a chance, and you've had Mia Culpas on your show before. I've seen you like, you know what? I was wrong about that. That was, hey, let's move on, whatever. And this guy just keeps doubling down.
No, but see, this crossed the line, in my opinion, because I actually heard about it last week, and let me tell you something. I'm glad J.J. Watt, not J.J. Watt, I'm sorry. Yeah, J.J. Watt, I'm kicking your ass. You keep calling me to play golf. Hey, he's been calling me to play golf. I've been busy with March Madness, but J.J. Watt, I want all your smoke because you overrated as a golfer, brother.
I've seen the swing, you're right.
Yes, but let me tell you something about J.J. J.J. is the only person who challenged Perk last week. I'm glad he did because when I first heard it, I said, man, this has got to be one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Because, like you say, yeah, Shaq and Kobe, Shaq can't stand the fact that Steve Nash won 2 MVPs. And I told him, I said, Shaq, he was better during the regular season than you. And you can get mad. Yeah, was he a better player than Steve Nash? Yes. But I said, guys, I played with the great Michael Jordan. If you want to go, I won MVP over him. Was I a better player? No. But that year, my Phoenix Suns had the best record in the NBA, and I deserved the MVP. Karl Malone, even though Michael beat them in the finals. The Jazz had the home court in the finals. So I hate this silly argument that we have every year because it's disingenuous. Mm-hmm. It's wrong. But, I always talk about ESPN disease. A lot of these guys, when they get on TV, they're like, well, I'm on ESPN. I got to say something provocative. And the thing about it, you're always going to get some fools out there. You guys probably got some fools calling in agreeing with it.
Yeah. Well,
so that's the thing that bothers me at times. Like, I can promise you this. I've never said anything on television just to get clicks. That don't mean I've been right or wrong, whatever. But I've never said something I'm like, well, I know people going to react and go crazy. Let me say this. And this is what bothers me also. Man, race is such a touchy subject.
Yeah.
because very few people have a pure heart, is what I call it. We can talk about race as much as you want to, as long as you're going to be fair and honest. But to slander this man in this situation is just total BS. That guy, if you can't, and listen, I hate to say this, man, because I'm going to regret it. Because he's one of my favorite players, Russell Westbrook is. Mm-hmm. I admire that guy because I told you, him and Giannis are the two hardest working NBA players I've ever seen in my entire life. Them guys give maximum effort every single night. But I will say this. There were times when Russell's was stat chasing. There was time when guys would let the ball bounce 3 times and let him get rebounds. And I hate to say that because Russell one of my favorite players ever, and I hate to say that. But he was chasing stats. I've never seen the Joker chase stats. I've never seen Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray get out the way and let Joker get rebounds.
He'd be offended.
So he'd be offended. So, like I say, I hate saying that about Russell because he's one of my favorite players of all time. But there were times when I saw them just block out that man and let the ball bounce 3 times and Russell get it, and they count it as a rebound. Hey, and let me tell you something. And the other guy I said was my favorite player to watch. He tried to do some stupid silliness the other day to get a triple-double.
He did.
And let me tell you something. I was offended because I like the kid so much, but that's stat chasing. I've never seen Joker do anything like that. But I'm gonna say this: whether it's right or wrong, just same way it is with Charles Barkley. He's got to at least get to the finals.
Yeah,
he's got to at least get to the finals. You know, I know my year that I won MVP, I knew I had to at least get to the finals. So if he wins another MVP and don't get to the finals, people are going to hold that against him.
And they
plain
should.
And simple.
You're right, and they should. Totally accountable. Listen, Chuck, we called
But
you
Dave,
late.
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This is y'all best team.
By far.
I don't know. I don't know who y'all general manager is. But let me tell you something.
Calvin Booth.
Well, Calvin Booth has done a fabulous job. Y'all bench going out getting Brown, KCP. I really like it. Bryant might be able to help, but I've said this before. I'm not just saying it right now. The key is going to be Jamal Murray. He's got – because Aaron Gordon, I don't want to leave him out. He's had a fabulous year. I love what he does, how him and Joker got the great chemistry. But there's going to be times where you need Jamal Murray to say, hey, Jamal, we need a basket. Mm-hmm. You are our best one-on-one player. Get me a basket.
Exactly.
If Jamal Murray plays great, the Denver Nuggets are going to the finals.
You're the man, Chuck. Late notice. You joined us. You brought it. And if you want to hit a fade, just swing across your body, bro. Come on. Swing across your body. The ball will fade.
Well, that's a different. See, you sound like you're trying to hit a slice. So a slice and a cut are different things, just like a draw and a hook. My teacher's trying to teach me that. He says, because a slice and a cut ain't the same thing, Vic, and a hook and a draw ain't the same thing. I'm trying to get ready, man. I'm trying to get ready for summer. I'm ready for March Madness. It starts this weekend, but I'm working on hooks and slices today, brother.
Right. You're the man. We'll play this summer, all right, man? I'll show you how you hit a hook.
Thank you, Chuck.
Congratulations on Sean Payton, too, man. He's a friend of mine. He's going to do great there.
Good to hear, man.
Appreciate it, Chuck.
The best.
All right.
Thanks,
Guys, thanks for having me. Have a great day.
You too.
All right, the great Sir Charles Barkley. All right, we got to get out of here. We've had to get out of here. Sorry, Dempsey. You're coming up in a few minutes. Bye.
Christopher's mad at us. Look at him. I don't blame him.